Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Riverside Vikings football. Joining us right now is Senior Matt Fallon. Well, Matt, some hard work went into the offseason for you guys. Talk a little bit about this upcoming season, how excited you and your teammates are.
Well, me and my teammates are very excited. In the offseason, we've been pounding the weights, because weights come first. If you're not strong, you can't do much on the field. Basically, we're all seniors, and we're just excited to get out there.
Well, Matt, tell us about your size this year and the positions you plan on playing there at Riverside.
Well, last year I finished the season. I was 175 pounds. I put in some work in the winter. Now I'm up to 200 pounds. And I'm just looking to basically lock down at the linebacker position and, contribute to the offense.
Matt, when you talk about your offense this year, how do you feel it's going to go? More passing-oriented, more running-oriented, a little bit of balance? How do you foresee the Riverside Vikings this year when you hit the field?
Well, we got a new offensive coordinator. Coach Sean Fox is going to be the new offensive coordinator. So I feel like the passing is going to excel for the Vikings this year. I feel like we have a lot of weapons.
Matt, when you talk about the work ethic of the guys and the attitude of the guys, tell us about how you feel it is for this season. Because everybody starts out pretty positive, but you feeling pretty good about the overall outlook?
Well, yeah, I think we feel real good about it because last year we were obviously excited, but we had a little bit in the back of the head. We weren't going to be what we could be. But this year we're all older, we're all stronger, we're all faster. We have everyone returning on defense. Most of our offense is returning, and we're just ready to go.
Matt, let's talk a little bit about that defense. You say you have a lot of returners there on the defensive side. Who are some guys you've seen in some of these workouts over the summer, or maybe you guys do some passing scrimmages, that type of stuff, that are right now feel like they're going to be playing some good ball this year for the Vikings?
We got a nice D end, Donnie Clark. He's going to be a junior. He's been pounding the weights real hard. He's a big guy, I'd say. We got another guy from I think North Carolina, Kashad Stanton. He's a cornerback, and he's playing lockdown defense. Pretty good. Can't ask much more from him. And we got, the linebacker cores back together. We got Riley Gahan, Paul Coleman. We're ready to go.
Let's head over to the offensive side of the ball this year, Matt. Tell us about let's start with the offensive line because that's always where the games are won. Tell us about some linemen that you feel will contribute this season.
Like I said, Donnie Clark is, he's offensive, defensive. He's a tackle. He plays a very good blocker. We got Kyle Ludd returning. He's a guard. And the center, we have a few young kids at center trying out for center, but one of them's going to win, and one of them's going to step up and take the job.
When you head to the backfield and some of the receiving core, who are some of the athletes that are playmakers there for Riverside?
Well, we have Mikkel Green returning. He's going to be a senior. We have Paul Coleman returning also. He's going to be a junior. They're going to be very good. We have speed and power in the backfield. When it comes to the receivers, like I said, we have Kashad, Nick Satil. He was all league last year. And John Tucker, he's coming back. He's a very tall target. So we're going to be looking for him.
Matt, when you talk about your breakdown from last year when you played football at Riverside, what were a couple things you said, listen, I want to get better at this. I want to get stronger. I want to get faster. I want to get my hands better. What are some things that you concentrated on to make yourself ready for this senior season?
Well, for my senior season, I just basically wanted to improve all my stuff. Basically what I took into account was I wanted to get my pass drops better on defense. I wanted to, hook the curl. I wanted to get all that crisp, and I worked on my hands. I did a lot of drills, like catching drills, and my tackling is my most important. I've been focusing on my tackling, trying to get that, so far.
Matt, when you did a little self-evaluation about your team overall, and you said, hey, these are things we have to do, and obviously when you step up to a senior, that leadership role kind of goes with that as well. What are some things that you've been encouraging the guys to do over the last couple of months here as you guys are doing some weight training and, of course, getting ready with some of the conditioning as well?
Well, basically, when we were training, I just encourage them to finish. That's one of the main things. You want to finish through the line every time. You don't want to give up because that could be the difference between winning and losing. That's just a big thing I like to preach as a senior.
Matt, always some great rivalry games with Riverside. Some games you look forward to. Who are some teams that you always look forward to playing every year?
Well, my favorite team to play is Westside. Week 1. That's where it all shows what's going on here. If we win that, people are going to have their eyes on us, and they're going to be excited.
And that's always a great game, and as you said, always a super rivalry as well. Well, Matt, want to thank you for your time. We wish you well this season. 6'1", 200-pound tight end wide receiver and an outside linebacker, Matt Fallon from the Riverside Vikings. Have a great couple of weeks, all right?
All right, thank you, sir.
That's Matt Fallon of Riverside Vikings here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.